Have you ever watched a man step into a room and, without uttering a single word, command the attention of everyone there? No jokes, no flashy outfit, no loud voice, just a quiet presence that pulls people in. Now here's the uncomfortable truth most men don't want to hear. 97.8% of women aren't pulled in by money, looks, or fake charm. They're drawn to something deeper, something invisible. And the irony? Most men will never figure out what it is. A few years ago, I went to a mountain retreat. It was a kind of place where people escape the noise of life. No phones, no distractions, just silence and reflection. That's where I met Marcus. He wasn't flashy. He didn't wear expensive clothes. He wasn't trying to dominate conversations or make people laugh. In fact, he spoke very little. But here's what was fascinating. Every woman there noticed him. Not because of what he did, but because of what he didn't do. He didn't chase attention. He didn't try to fill silence. He wasn't scanning the room, desperate for approval. He just was. Calm, grounded, steady. It hit me like a brick. Marcus wasn't doing anything men are told they should do to be attractive. Yet he was the one every woman gravitated toward. That's when I realized something. Marcus embodied stoicism, not the dry, boring kind you read in history books, but the living, breathing kind. Real, raw self-control, power without showing off, strength without words. And that's the kind of energy women feel in their bones. Here's where most men go wrong. They think attraction is about adding more muscles, more money, more possessions, more charm. But what they don't realize is that real attraction often comes from less neediness, less chasing, less talking just to be heard, less proving. See, women can feel when a man needs validation. They can sense when he's desperate to be liked. And nothing kills attraction faster than a man who is enslaved by the opinions of others. Most men crumble under this pressure. They think silence is awkward, rejection is unbearable, and not being noticed means they're not good enough. So they push harder, talk more, chase more. And in doing so, they push women away. But the man who doesn't need validation, he becomes magnetic. Here's the paradox. The less you need people to validate you, the more they start validating you. Why? Because independence is rare. Most men fold under pressure. Most men can't stand alone. But the few who can, they stand out. Women don't secretly sit around making checklists about your car, your wallet, or your abs. They feel something much deeper, emotional stability. They're drawn to man who's unshaken by chaos, who doesn't panic in silence, who doesn't fall apart when life tests him. That's why Marcus was magnetic. He wasn't perfect, but he was present. He was solid in himself. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about mastering yourself. It's about being calm when everyone else is chaotic. It's about being steady when life throws storms at you. It's about refusing to be controlled by outside validation. The Stoics taught this thousands of years ago. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Think about that. Freedom isn't about wealth or status. It's about not being a slave to approval, not being tossed around by every opinion, not needing someone to complete you. When you carry that energy, women feel it instantly. It's not about saying the right thing. It's about being the right thing. Here's a question for you. Who are you when no one's watching? Because that's the real test. When you're alone, do you feel empty, restless, anxious for someone to text you back? Or can you stand in that silence and feel whole? Because here's the truth. Women aren't looking to complete you. They're looking to join you, to connect with a man who already knows who he is. If you can't be at peace with yourself, you'll always look for someone else to give you that peace. And that's what kills attraction. But something incredible happens when you flip that switch. When you stop needing approval, people start giving it to you. When you stop chasing energy, energy starts chasing you. It's almost unfair. The less you try, the more you attract. But that's how it works. Because real attraction isn't about effort. It's about presence. Picture yourself walking into a room. You don't need to speak first. You don't need to impress anyone. You're just there, calm, grounded, sure of yourself. You don't react to every glance. You don't flinch at silence. You don't chase anyone's attention. And yet, people feel something about you. They can't explain it. They just know you carry a different energy. That's not arrogance. That's not fake confidence. That's stoic power. Here's the thing. Women are deeply intuitive. They might not consciously analyze your behavior, but they feel your energy. If you're anxious, trying too hard, or desperate for approval, they feel it. If you're grounded, centered, and unshaken, they feel that too. And here's the kicker. Almost every woman is more drawn to stability than to flashiness. Because flash fades, stability remains. So, what does it take to become this man? It's not about memorizing lines. It's not about pretending to be something you're not. It's about building yourself from the inside out. It's about controlling your emotions instead of letting them control you. Being comfortable in silence. Being okay with rejection. Knowing your worth without needing anyone else to confirm it. That's when you stop chasing. Because you realize you don't need to. Here's the truth no one told you. If you want to be irresistible, stop trying to be. Become the man who doesn't need to be chosen, because he's already chosen himself. The world is full of noise. Men shouting, performing, trying to prove themselves. But the man who is silent, steady, and calm, he's the one they remember. Women don't want a man who's desperate for approval. They want the man who doesn't need it. And that man could be you. If you're still here, it's because you felt it. That quiet strength, that truth you've always known deep down. Now it's time to become it. Not for her, not for them, for you. And when you do, you'll never have to chase again.